Hello everybody, I'm back for yet another week of UPDL Season 4, this time being Week 3. Let's go. Okay, so first off we got the Driftveil Delibirds against the Skeb Glaceons. So yeah, looking at the matchup, Tansy is kind of hard to deal with here. Well, I mean, not that hard. So, fun fact, the main goal of dealing with Chansey, you want to just keep pivoting. You don't ever want to give it a free turn. So you gotta be light on your feet, you know? You gotta volt switch out, you gotta U-turn out, you gotta do whatever you can to maintain momentum against that thing. As long as it doesn't give free turns, it's useless as fuck. To be fair, like, most things are useless as fuck if you don't give it a turn. But like with Chansey especially, like if your special attackers have pivoting, like it's very hard for Chansey to even do much in a game, because you can always, you know, go in your special attacker, they have to go to Chansey, you turn out or full switch out, and then you go into your like strong hitting physical attacker that can threaten Chansey. Like it's very hard for Chansey to do stuff in a game if that's how you keep playing. So you know, there's that. And I think honestly, like looking at them, like Toxtricity also like really eats this team alive, frankly. Like Specs Boom Burst and then Specs Volt Switch for Chansey, like that is going to do a lot of damage in this game. So yeah, let's see what goes on. So we're gonna see this Charizard lead against the Torkoal. We're gonna see the Fire Blast come out, do 88%. So this is probably Specs Charizard with Solar Power. Yeah, Chansey's gonna come in here. Fire Blast comes out again. It's doing. Sheesh. Yeah, Specs Zard is very strong. If you couldn't tell. Fucking doing over half the Chansey. Jesus Christ. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna see the Torkoal sack here. Yeah, Charizard got that dog in him, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, Jugulis is gonna come out, it's faster, so Charizard is kind of threatened out here. Gargantuar's gonna come in on the Air Slash, not gonna do too much there. Yeah, Slitherwing's gonna come in here as the Gargantuar goes for the Salt Cure. Get some nice chip damage here against the Slitherwing. We do see that the Torkoal wasn't even a Heat Rock, so I'm kind of interested to see what it was. Probably Boots, I guess. Anyways, Altaria is gonna come in here. It is also Boots itself as Slitherwing goes for the U-turn. Comes back into Chansey. Chansey is able to get its heal back on here with Soft Boiled, yeah. And yeah, we see the Will-O-Wisp from the Altaria come in as the Chansey goes for Chilling Water itself. Pretty interesting tech. Yeah, Locash is going to come in here as Chansey goes for a Light Screen. Cool. Chansey is going to swap out. Go Dondozo as the Locash goes for a First Impression, which doesn't do much to the Dondozo, obviously, because it's a very good physical wall. Altaria is going to come back in here as the Dondozo goes for a Body Press. Not going to be doing much to that at all. Goes for a Will-O-Wisp here as the Dondozo goes for a Curse. So yeah, this Curse Dondozo could be a potential issue. I would definitely hard swap. Yeah, go into Toxtricity now. Go for the Curse. He goes for the Curse again. Light Screen will fade against in this turn. Yeah, so I think Volt Switch here would be a good play. Does go for Overdrive though, which isn't necessarily the best idea because now Chansey can heal up again or potentially go for Thunder Wave or whatever. Yeah, Charizard coming in here makes no sense at all either. I mean, he gets a flinch, but like eventually you're just gonna get paralyzed probably. Oh no, it's Side Switch. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. This doesn't make much sense. Yeah, Gargantuar should have been the swap in a long time ago. Yeah. Anyways, Sudden Toss not doing much. You've seen the Salt Cure come into play there. I'll probably just. I mean, yeah, just go for an Iron Defense here just to threaten out the Chansey, and then either recover or just go for a Salt Cure again. Okay, goes for recover here. I mean, honestly, I would just Salt Cure this thing. Yeah, it goes for a Curse, whatever. But now it's taking a fifth from Salt Cure every turn, right? Body Press isn't gonna quite knock out the Dondozo thanks to the Unaware, but you know, the Salt Cure is gonna do a lot to it, and yeah, it's not sustainable for this thing to stay in for too long. I definitely would have hard swapped into. Oh, okay. He goes into Altaria. I guess just to burn it again. Iron Jugulis is going to come back in here on the Hurricane, actually. Tuesday about the 3rd. We're going to see a U-turn come out against Altaria. I was expecting the swap, but no dice. Giraffe comes in and takes the Earthquake. That takes a Hurricane. Yeah. Anyways, Low Kick is going to come out here as the Giraffe goes for the Agility. Okay. And yeah, Dazzling Gleam is going to take out the low kicks immediately. Wow. Yeah, so Virbank does have Armor Tail, so it can't be a revenge kill with priority, which is why Driftveil Delibirds didn't go for first impression. Most likely it went for U-turn. But yeah, I'm surprised Virbank actually just knocked out the low kicks immediately. I mean, I guess low kicks doesn't have much bulk, so that is something to keep in mind. Yeah, Garganical is going to come in here. We're going to see the nasty spot from the Virbank too, as the Iron Defense goes. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know about that. I would have definitely just gone for Soul Cure immediately, because you're probably not going to live whatever. Yeah, Psychic does crits and does 94 though. That's pretty unfortunate. Body Press does do a decent amount, but I think Soul Cure would have been a better play here. Well, I mean, with the leftovers, it probably wasn't actually. I don't know. I think this game was just kind of lost immediately from this point onwards. I mean, unless this is Scarfire Dragon, but assuming, I don't know. Yeah, if it was Scarfire Dragon, yeah, it probably. It could be Scarfire Dragon. We don't know. No, we see Charizard come in, so yeah, that's not Scarfire Dragon, and looks like Virbank's just gonna go for a sweep here with Psychic plus Dazzling Gleam. Yeah. Yep, Hydreigon's not Scarf, and then Otari dies to Dazzling. Wow, I think that was a pretty close game up until that point. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Oh, why are we looping? You know what? It's fine. We can keep looping that one for a little bit. But yeah, Virbank definitely surprised me here. Just random leftovers too. This is kind of weird. I mean, nah, that's not that weird. But yeah, Virbank definitely just kind of just came in, set up, and won. Yeah, that was a 6-0 sweep by Virbank too. I mean, it wasn't 6-0, but like Virbank got all the kills, I think. Yeah, he did. Yeah, if that low kicks just had a little bit more bulk, I think Virbank wouldn't have been able to do any of that though. So I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, well, moving on, I guess. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else I could talk about here. I think Zadash brought some pretty cool tech with the Specs Charizard against to counter Team the Sun, and that really did work at the beginning, being able to take out Torkoal and bring Chansey down to 40%. But the problem is he didn't keep up the momentum earlier on, early on in the game, and so when Chansey came back in, like it was able to come back to full, and basically all that damage from Charizard meant nothing, and losing the Sunsetter meant that Charizard was basically useless after that as well. Aside from being able to slightly check Slitherwing. So, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of unfortunate, I guess. But yeah, let's move on to the next game. Got the Dayton Dewgongs here against Dubious Digitals. And, yeah, we see another Webs team again from Dubious Digitals. Yeah, I'm interested to see how Dayton Dewgongs kind of counters that. Okay, we're going to see Lucario lead off against Masquerain here thanks to Inner Focus, so we're not going to see a attack drop. We're gonna see a hard swap into Leafeon? Okay, we're gonna see the Swords Dance come out, and Masquerain just gonna knock it out with their I have no idea why the Leafeon came out and decided to go for Swords Dance against the Masquerain, but you know, personally, I think Lucario was okay there. You know, you can set up a Swords Dance and try to go around a mini sweep before you're forced out by like Gengar or something, but okay. Anyways, Gothitel's gonna come in here. Yeah, Sash Masquerain. You see the Air Slash again. As the Charm comes. Okay. Sure. Masquerain's gonna come in here, get taunted. U-turn comes out again, kills the Gothitelle. Yeah, it's Life Orb Masquerade. Very interesting. Okay. Gengar's gonna come in as the Heracross comes out. What? This thing doesn't have. What? It has sub? What? Okay, Sludge Bomb. Okay, sure. Life Orb sub is kind of interesting. I wasn't expecting that. When a Sludge Bomb comes out, Heracross is tanking it thanks to its Spadef. And we're gonna see a Rock Blast again. Only gets 2 hits. Why is it Rock Blast? Okay. Stop everything. I'm very confused. Is he just using sets? Like, is this supposed to be a Mecha Heracross set? Sub Swords Dance. If that last move is Pin Missile, I swear to motherfucking god. Okay. And also Charm Gothitelle. That's only used on with Shadow Tag sets. And taunt too. Yeah, no, I don't. What the fuck? These are not the correct sets you're supposed to be. I'm sorry. Like, no. There's no way Gothitelle is running Charm without Shadow Tag. That's all I'm saying. And yeah, that Heracross running Rock Blast is suspect at best if you're not Mega. But of course, if you're Mega, you have the Skill Link ability. So yeah, I don't think these are the right sets. Just say. But anyways, we're gonna move on a little bit. And the car is gonna come in here. Arcanine's gonna come in, try to intimidate, not gonna work. Bullet Punch, not gonna do much either. See the leftovers of Arcanine again. Yeah, Gardevoirs gonna come in here, intimidate the Arcanine itself. Cool. As Flare Blitz still does have. Yeah, this is offensive Arcanine. Slowking's gonna come in here as the Gardevoir goes for a Side Shock, not doing much there. Are these the same sets he brought last week? I have no idea. Anyways. We see the Poltergeist come in here with the White Herb. Okay. We're gonna see the Shell Smash. Guess not. Anyways, Gengar's gonna come in here and just... Okay, I guess Poltergeist didn't do shit. Cool. Anyways, Gengar's dead now. Anyways, Gardevoir is gonna come in here. Even though it's Scarf, it's not gonna be able to, be faster than Meowscarada, who's just gonna go for the Flower Trick. And Lucario's last hope. Bullet Punch not doing crap. You're gonna see the U-turn into probably Arcanine, and then the Arcanine's just gonna go for Flare Blitz and win. Yes. Okay. That was a game. I'm very confused about these two sets specifically. The Gothitelle and the Heracross. Those look like something you would use on different versions of those Pokemon. As in banned abilities and non-existing Megastones. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, Frog played pretty well there. Which is Dubious Digitals, by the way. And Life Orb, there's a couple of Life Orb mods, pretty cool. I personally wouldn't run Sub's Life Orb Gengar, but that's just because I kind of hate Life Orb, and draining more health with Sub seems like a terrible idea. But that's not terrible idea as in I think it's a terrible idea, but my opinion is not always accurate. It usually isn't. No, but seriously, like some Life Orbs, yes, it works. I'm just saying, like, I personally wouldn't run it because I hate Life Orb in general. And especially if I'm using Sub, I would use Leftovers, try to get like Leftovers recovery and like stay alive, But I mean, that's just me. I'm not here to critique sets anyways. I'm here to critique the playing. And in terms of playing, Frog played well. Gritting, I mean, there's like a couple good switches there, but like, I think there's kind of a missed opportunity in a couple instances. I mean, he just had a bad matchup too, I think. Yeah, I mean, like, Gengar kind of just ate his entire team, frankly. Especially, like, yeah, no, he did. It definitely did just eat his entire team. Like, there's nothing to be said about that. He's got a little bit unlucky with the Gengar, too. At the Heracross with going for Rock Blast, it didn't get 3 hits, so, This is why you run loaded dice Heracross. But yeah, we're gonna move on. So the next game, Texas Turtwigs versus the Flipperroll Donphans. We got a hail setter this time. Oh, snow setter, sorry, snow. Ugh, fucking whatever. Yeah. You can see the Palmot come out against Dragalge, turn 1. We can see the Fake Out. Very interesting. It is Black Sludge though, so the Fake Out's not doing much. Ice Punch is gonna come out, do over half, and Dragalge is gonna get up T-Spikes. Seems that everyone wants to get T-Spikes up against Terra. I don't know. I think that's at least 2 games so far. Anyways, Ice Punch comes out, not doing much to the Tauros, and Earthquake is not going to quite take out the Palmot, and its close combat is going to do a decent chunk, even after the Intimidate. Yeah, but it's going to go down on this turn. Electros comes out, goes for the, Thunderbolt? Thunderbolt, yeah, and then, Dragon Pulse. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know Electros got that. Yeah, Dragalge goes down. Yeah. Bombshell comes in. Definitely not the right switch in. I know Electros gets Flamethrower for sure. Maybe Popplio is trying to use that to pivot in his Tauros. No, he just goes for the Vortex. He's faster. Interesting. Oh, If he was faster, I guess that makes sense. Oh yeah, he is just fast. You know, I forget how slow Electros is sometimes. I also imagine Abomasnow is very, very slow too. Oh wow, Donphan crits with the crit with the flamethrower kind of, and then into the Giga Drain niche. Anyways, knock off the Assault Vest there. But Donphan's gonna go down on the next turn. She decides to just go up and get rocks. Okay, this Electros is kind of putting in work. I don't know. All right, Taurus is gonna come back in here. I'm just gonna go for the close combat. Does definitely gonna 2-shot, but Thunderbolt does knock it out after the screen too. Even out, yeah, with this Bidoofs drop. The Sucker Punch is gonna take it out from a Bombardier though. Jeez, that was pretty rough. Okay, anyways, Quaquaval's gonna come in here. Goes for the Ice Spinner, which is not gonna do much thanks to the Veil, but no Brave Bird from the Bombardier. Okay, and Trent comes out. Volt switches. Okay. Bombstone comes in on the predicted water Aqua Step. Yep. Yeah. Okay. That's a nice play. This is Light Clay Bombstone, by the way. And it's probably gonna set up Veil on this turn too. Although it probably isn't faster than the Skeledirge. Yeah, he's gonna swap into his Treads there on the Torch Song. He's doing over half. Although I don't think Skeledirge can tank this Earthquake that's coming up. It does quite easily. Holy crap. Did not expect that. Okay. So we're probably gonna see Bombardier here. Go for the knockoff. Kills out the Skeledirge. And yeah, we got Quagsire and Brute Bonnet versus Bombardier and Abomasnow. This is probably very favored for Popplio here. Okay, so we're gonna see the Quagsire go for the Curse. He's gonna go for the knockoff just to get rid of the leftovers as the Avalanche comes out and does a crap ton of damage. I think the okay, he's gonna go for the Roost here, just to get back its HP. Yeah, Avalanche not doing much after not being hit as well as the Roost. So yeah, Abomasnow's gonna come in here on the recover, nice move, and we're gonna probably see the Giga Drain come out. No, the Veil come out on the Avalanche. He might not have Giga Drain. Nope, he does have Giga Drain. Okay, never mind then. Anyways, Brute Bonnet is going to come in here. Probably not going to be able to win against the Dark Flying type as well as Blizzard. Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, close combat isn't even going to be able to get close to knock out Abomasnow. So yeah, that is GG. Yeah, the game was pretty close there on a couple instances. You know, Electros, very, very scary at some points. Being able to knock out it knocked out like three of the members, and then Skeledirge's a little bit worrying there too at some points, but thankfully I was able to die to the Bombardier knockoff. Yeah. Terra does not have good time against T-Spikes. That's very unfortunate. Yeah, okay. We're moving on. Yeah, okay, so next up we got the Galesong Gardevoirs against the Wuppertal Woopers. We see the Oricorio Powwow. Pow. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry if I offended anyone, specifically Hawaiian people. Was that racist? Oh shit, I'm gonna get canceled. Anyways, yeah, let's just get started. Talks about this Rotom Wash, not a great lead for Moon, obviously. Yeah, Rotom Wash specifically is very good against this team here, just because, you know, just Rotoms in general have a great time because they beat the thing that they shouldn't be beating, which is ground types. So like, yeah, they're always, I always think that they're like some of the best mods you can get into draft leagues, especially just because they're very flexible and they usually fit a very solid defensive profile for your team while also getting momentum for you. And yeah, usually like you gotta get like specific with your counter team in order to beat the Rotoms. For example, like, yeah, like what beats a Rotom? Like not much. It's just like yeah, like in theory, like there's not a lot that like really wants to switch into a Rotom, right? Like you don't want to take Wisp or Thunder Wave or even their stabs, like, right? So like what wants to switch in, right? Like I guess like very generic special walls. Like Chansey, don't mind anything that Rotom can do. But then Rotom can start running Trick. and then you're screwed, or when you get a scarf too. So like Rotom in general, especially wash, heat, and cut specifically, like all three of those are like really, really solid. Yeah, like fan and what's fridge? I don't know what that I don't know what it's called. Yeah, but those two are like a little bit less so good. Just because they have specific other problems. Like Run of Fan's like it's rather weak. Levitate's very redundant on it, so you know the flying type's not really doing much. But like it still has a good set of resistances. Electrifying is a pretty solid defensive typing, and but like Air Slash is very weak, and like the other ones, like while they do have drawbacks, like with cut and heat specifically, you know they have the Leaf Storm / Overheat, which you know is the respective strong move, but drops your special attack by 2 stages. Hydro Pump for Rotom. It's decently strong. It can miss at times, but you know that is probably one of the better moves it gets. And then like, yeah, like for the fan gets Air Slash. It's a it's a good move, but like 75 base power. That's it. You know that kind of sucks. And then you also have Blizzard from Rotom Fridge. I seriously don't know what it's called. I hope it is Fridge. Maybe Rotom Freeze. I don't know, but. Yeah, like that one, Blizzard just sucks. No offense. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, enough talking about Rotom. We see that it's a screens variant. Well, that's pretty cool. This has Volt Switch. Assumedly, last move is either Status or Hydro Pump. We see the Calm Mind Sylveon coming out. Okay. This probably does have Psyshock to help fight against Amoonguss too. We do see the Spore from the Amoonguss though, and Moon does not really have any Spore counters. Yeah, so he's just going to take it from what it looks like. Clear Smog from the Amoonguss comes out, so jeez, the Sylveon's not going to be able to do much this game, huh? It looks like it's a mono Hyper Voice here too, so yeah, I really can't get past the Amoonguss anyways. Anyway, wish back up to full. Protect again on the Body Slam. Body Slams the Oricorio Pal, gets paralyzed, which is very sucky. Yeah, Body Slam again on the Sylveon, which is looking like a 3-hit KO. Yeah, Moon's not really able to find its footing against his Kamala, it seems. Yeah, I mean, he looks like he's just kind of wish stalling it. Definitely can go for a Hyper Voice here. Gets paralyzed though, and gets full parried on the. Damn, Moon is not. What the hell? That was really stupid. Come on. I mean, goddamn, that was really, really stupid. Para into full para into crit on the next turn. Like, god fucking damn it. That's just really rough. There's nothing you can do about that. Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, Rotom's gonna come back in here on another Baneful Bunker. We're just probably gonna see the screens get set up again. Yep. So Laz's gonna come in on the light screen. This thing could have Hydro Pump though, so I wouldn't be too. Actually, we don't see it. Interesting. Indeedy's gonna come in here though. Probably is gonna be Scarf, I'm gonna guess. Protect against the Hyper Voice. Trying to get the smack on the crook. It looks like he's gonna go to crook anyways. Hyper Voice is not doing much though. And his Rotom Wash is gonna come in here as the Earthquake comes out. Yeah, not gonna do much to Rotom for obvious reasons. Toxapex gonna come back in. It does have Hydro Pump, so yeah. Figured. This is also Light Clay, by the way. Ice Spitter. Ice Spitter on the Toxapex. Very interesting. I guess it's just to smack that Goodra and the Amoonguss, but I mean it's not doing much there anyways. Yeah, Rotom Wash gets back up screens. Volt Switch, not doing much to Pex thankfully, but you know, you gotta be a little bit careful about what you're using recovers on. I mean, though Moon hasn't used a single recover yet, so that's good for him. He's using a lot of protect moves though, I guess. Goes to Oricorio on the Spore, very good play. Unfortunately, I don't think this thing is going to be able to beat the apparently Coma Berry Amoonguss. Yeah. You see the roast. The roast, as they say. It's doing a lot of damage, but theoretically speaking, Oricorio can't beat this thing 1v1. Ramash is going to come back in here on another Air Slash. Yeah, not going to do much. Volt Switch is going to do a lot. Looks like he's going to set up screens first. Yeah, Revelation Dance not doing much either. Yeah. Yeah. We do see the Quiver into the Roost. I mean, this could potentially be bad, actually. Yeah, like, Volt Switch ain't doing much. I mean, but a Moon gets behind screens, like, it's not gonna be taking much from this and clear smoke. Yep. I don't know. I think if this thing didn't get paralyzed, they could have had a solid chance at winning. Anyways, the Iron Moth's coming in now, so yeah, Discharge is gonna definitely knock out the Oricorio Pow. I'm pretty sure like just a regular Fire Blast would have killed it too. Anyways, Lycanroc's gonna swap in here. Komala's not gonna take much from the Accelerock. Close Combat comes out, not gonna quite knock out the Komala either, and Komala is probably going for an Earthquake and taking out the Lycanroc. Jeez. Yeah, so the screens really just kind of screwed over Moon and their game plan kind of this time around. Goes for the Trick Room. What the hell? This is so crazy. This is so crazy tech. Curse Guja? Okay. What the hell is this? And we see the body first go. What the heck? Oh, this is so cool. But also, what the hell am I watching? Anyways, yeah, Toxapex does technically just wall everything, but at the same time, I can't make progress in this game. No thanks to the fact that I lost Skull to knock off. Yeah, Ice Spitter's not doing much to good Moongus in this board. Yep. Salazzle comes in, Rotom Wash, goes for Volt Switch, breaks the sub, protects here on the Hyper Voice, goes for Hyper Voice again. Toxic, protect, swaps into Toxapex. Sure. Rotom Wash comes in. Oh my god, this game's taking forever. I don't think Moon has the tools to win at this point, though, really. I think we're just kind of waiting for Zach to get a good swap in into Iron Moth. Actually, maybe not Iron Moth specifically, but still. Oh, that's big damage. But now Crick's dead. Yeah, gets a crit on the fucking Pex. Jesus Christ. Discharge comes out. It's pretty free at this point. Yeah, it's gonna knock out Pex. Salazzle might be able to tank it. Nope, it's not going to be able to tank it. Yeah, I don't know. I think Moon just could not deal with the Rotom Wash. Like, that thing just kind of tore through his team. And Komala got a good amount of hacks involved. Like, there's a good amount of hacks here, too. Just the Komala getting, like, body... That specifically, like, against the Sylveon, too. Like, Body Slam, Para, Full Para, into crit. Like, that was really, really bad. Yeah, but there's nothing you can do about that. That's just kind of the game. I mean, if you're gonna be really nitpicky, Pex does wall Kabbalah a little bit at least, but it did have Earthquake as it turns out, so it wasn't even that good of a check. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much that could have been done here. So yeah, it's just a yikes in general. I mean, that being said, Zach played that really well. That was a nice bring to bring Screens Rotom. Really helped him out there throughout the entire game. Yeah, something I would have never considered either. Well, that's just because I like running Wisp Rotom, because that thing is really annoying to swap into. But yeah, Screens Rotom is also good. Like, yeah, it's definitely good. Anyways, moving on to the next game. Denver Digletts against the Bielefield Bidoofs. Let's get started here. You know, the Cinderace lead off against Gastrodon. Probably just going to see a U-turn into Toedscruel. Ice Beam. Does a lot. Yikes. Oh, that's the last turn button. Anyways, Forge is going to come out here as the Gastrodon pivots out into Breloom. And we're going to see swapping again as DNI goes into the Breloom on the Gunk Shot. Does get poisoned immediately, which is not great. Gastrodon's going to come back in as the Fire Punch comes out, not doing too much to the Gastro. Yeah. Forge is going to come back in here as the Chilling Water comes out. Pretty nice tech. But yeah, probably just going to see a Wish here. Oh, we're going to see Moonblast. It does a decent amount of damage to Fortress. I keep forgetting Fortress that has like no Spadef though. So, yeah, anyways, we're going to see the Volt Switch as the Gastrodon comes back out. Okay, but this thing does have Energy Ball, so it's going to knock out the Gastrodon here. Fortress does come back in. See a Cinderace swap in this time as Fortress goes for Body Press. Does do a decent chunk there. Probably just going to see it. This is a very free Pyro Ball at this point. Yeah, it's going to do a nice chunk to Grimmsnarl. I thought it would swap out this turn. No. Okay, we're going to see the Reflect come up, though. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so Grimmsnarl is able to get up both screens after that miss. Ampharos is going to come out here. Go for the U-turn. Okay. I want a U-turn against Ampharos specifically because it does have static. Yeah. Toastgruel is a decent answer here. Although Mycelium might mean Spore is not priority. Anyways, it's just going to go for Giga Drain to get more of its HP back. And yeah, Flamigo's going to come in here as the Bulletsy comes out. Doing a decent chunk. Yeah, Banded Technician Breloom is... Holy shit, that's 5 hits. Jesus Christ, that did so much. Anyway, Fortress is going to come in here. Braverid's not doing crap after the screens, so yeah. Cinderace is going to come back in on the rocks. I'm assuming this is Boots Cinderace, so not too bad getting rocks. Or we can see the Court Change come up here, so it's going to have a light screen too. And we see another Pyro Ball miss. Oh my god. Thankfully the Thunder Wave missed as well. That would have been really shitty. Okay. That's 2 Pyro Ball misses. That's so sad. Anyways, Fortress is going to go ahead and take the Thunder Wave. Fortress is going to come in here and paralyze. And then Fortress is paralyzed. Fortress is paralyzed. Goddamn. Okay, anyways. Glimmora. Volt Switch. Breloom. Breloom does not want to stay in here. Gonna go to Fortress. He's not gonna go back into Fortress. Why? The fuck? What? You thought you were gonna outspeed this Glimmora or something? Come on, man. We know you're Banded. Yeah. Slowbros gonna knock out the Ampharos too. Fortress is gonna come back and finally, as it should have. I think this is Scarf Glimmora actually. At least it's acting like it's Scarf Glimmora. Anyways, Cinderace super yikes here at this point. Yeah. We're going to need to see more Pyro misses in order for the Volcarona to win. It's going to do a shit ton of damage. Tailwind comes up, but the Cinderace has the follow-up in Sucker Punch and is going to knock out the Volcarona. Oh, I didn't know Libero worked like this. If you use a move that you still are the same type as, you don't switch the type. I thought it would just automatically change you to a fire type and that's it. Well, I mean, like, because you already are a fire type, you, like, switch into fire. I would say you can't Libero into something else again. That's actually pretty interesting. But yeah, anyways. Yeah, these 6-0 for different Digletts, so good for them. Yeah, I think that Glimmora put in pretty solid amounts of work there. Like, once the Gashadon was there. Although, to be fair, Bielefield Bidoofs should have just gone into Fortress immediately. I don't know why they didn't. Yeah. Cinderace also would have done a lot of work here too, after the Gashadon died, assuming it landed a bunch of Pyro Balls. I mean, it did do a lot of work, still, in spite of that. But, yeah. Anyways, 2 more games left here, so let's make it somewhat quick. I got the Virbank Venomous against Ghetto... what's his name again? Slovakian Slowbros, there we go. Yeah. We see the armors this time. Interested to see how that goes. No Espathra, which is understandable considering this is a Tyranitar. But okay. We see the spikes come out as the U-turn comes out for the Corv. Goes into Cheetar here, which Frostlass does not enjoy seeing, for the record. Bisharp's going to come in here as the T-Tar goes for the Fire Blast, dealing a decent chunk to Bisharp. Bisharp does get an EV light though, so, you know, not too bad. Corviknight comes back in on the Mastiff. Wild Charge comes out. Not doing too much at Corviknight, and it's taking a lot in terms of recoil, so that's pretty yikes. Yeah. Heat's going to come out as the Corviknight goes for a U-turn. Nice play, gave momentum up, and Sandy Shocks is going to come out for some reason. Oh, that's the reason why. It has Power Jump and knocks out the Rotom. Looks like it is Life Orb Sandy Shocks, too. Jeez. Okay. It's pretty cool. Great Trust is going to come out here. That screams Scarf. It's not Scarf. Okay. Might be AV, I guess. Yeah, probably is AV, I guess. Anyways, Corviknight is going to come in here. Definitely walls. Great Trust pretty wall. Corviknight also walls this thing. Actually, how the fuck? How's Wiggly going to beat a Corviknight? I'm gonna be quite honest with you, this is looking pretty bad. If this Corviknight didn't have Tailwind and it was just like a regular Brainbird set with Defog, like shit, man, how do you beat this thing as from Wiggly's perspective? Like it's just, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, Critical hit, Brave Bird. Oh, Destiny Bond's how she's gonna beat it. And U-turn does actually knock out the Frost Blast. The Corvin does go to. Yeah, I don't. If that didn't happen, like the only way Wiggly was winning was with Sword Stance Bisharp. Actually, well, yeah, no, because Corvin didn't have Body Press. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, that would have worked tremendously well. But yeah, like if it had Body Press, like that was a very scary matchup at that point, especially once you lost your Rotom. Like that was pretty bad. Anyways, Charger comes out. That comes out. Let's see what happens. Sandy Shock's gonna come in on the player up, I'm assuming. Trailblaze. Ooh, okay. Pretty cool. Kind of goes against... Yeah, okay. And his Houndstone's gonna come in. It is faster. Body Press isn't gonna quite knock it out. Jawlock is going to kill the Houndstone, though. And Sand is gonna leave Mouse at 1 HP. Dubious definitely just gonna go for Aqua Jet to Revenge Kill. Yep. Yeah, so at this point, it's pretty even. And it really could be anyone's game here. Yeah, let's see what happens. Anyways, Bisharp's gonna come in here. We're gonna see the hard double into Great Tusk as the Azumarill just goes for the Aqua Jet again and knocks it out. Yikes. I guess Wiggly was expecting the Azumarill to swap there, just assuming that, you know, Sword Stance Bisharp is a problem. You need a swap. But actually, I don't think that was very necessary. Because I'm assuming this Banded Azumarill, I don't know how much Aqua Jet does to Bisharp. You know, let's find out. Hold on. Azumarill against Bisharp. Ooh, yeah, that doesn't do much at all, actually. Holy shit. Oh, wait, there's a Reflecto. Okay, so there's like a... well, I'm assuming her Bisharp was like max HP. Let's just give her the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, so at that point, you know, Azumarill doesn't really want to stay in. Well, Brain. Where's the damage calc? Okay. Yeah, so at that point, yeah, Azu doesn't really want to stay in there, but... Yeah. It doesn't want to take an Iron Head anyways. From you know, I don't know. Swap back to this. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think the Azumarill should have probably swapped. To be fair, Galdevoirs didn't really have a good swap in, right? Like, yeah, no, I think he had a sack at that point. Well, I don't know. Like, T-Tar's... I don't think T-Tar's very good in this endgame. Well, I don't know. Yeah. This is a really rough decision. That was a really rough decision. Anyways, Scizor going to come in here. Bullet Punch is going to do a lot to Azumarill. Aqua Jet's going to do a lot back to Scizor. Yeah, we're going to see the Azumarill get knocked out, which, sure. Armor Rouge comes out here. Yeah, it goes for Armor Cannon. Oh, Flamethrower. Okay, sure. Whatever you want. Second March's going to knock out the Armor Rouge, though. And I think Bisharp is faster than T-Tar, so the Iron Head should just knock it out. And yes, it does. Okay. Yeah, that was a pretty close game, honestly. I think Galdevoirs did lose at the end there. Like, when it was down to that 3v3, I think at that point he did lose. But yeah, it was pretty close throughout, honestly. Like, if that Corviknight was a slightly different stat, I think Wiggly just lost off the bat. Especially since that looks like it was probably Bandit Scizor, if I had to guess. Yeah, I don't know. That was yeah. Yeah. Like, her only checks were Rotom, Heat, which, to be fair, is a great check, but then when you lose it, you know, that's yikes. And then Bisharp is, while it's good against Corviknight, doesn't necessarily like taking body presses, so, you know. Anyways, last game. Some weirdo again named Specs, which is me, against the Remscheider Rattatas. Warning you in advance, this is a pretty long game. So. Ah! Why do I always have the music on in this one? Anyways, Raichu leads off against Dragon Ball. So my reasoning here, I did not want to click Draco. So Draco killed Raichu. Let's just get that right out. I'm Specs Dragon Ball. Draco kills Raichu. I didn't want to risk that, and I also didn't want to risk any static by clicking U. I think I did actually. Yeah, so I hard swap into Tinglu because I didn't want to get paralyzed by static by clicking U-turn, and I didn't want to click Draco Meteor on the off chance that he went straight into Hatterene. Then again, Team Leader against Hatterene is not a great matchup either, but still. Anyways, Raichu does try to go for the Volt Switch. Doesn't work, thankfully. Yeah, Hatterene does come in here as I go for the Ruination to deal some nice chip damage there. Yeah. I have my Bronzong, so I'm just going to go into that. He goes for the Draining Kick, which is not going to be doing much here. So, yeah. Please tell me I rocks here. No, I hard swap into Team Leader expecting the swap, which I was correct. He does go into Spiritomb. Okay. And Mousehole comes in on my Ruination again. So I am getting decent chip around in this team. He does go for the U-turn, which reveals my Rocky Helmet. I had to run Helmet for that damn Mousehole. It's fucking crazy. Earthquake is not doing too much to the Hatterene, unfortunately. Yeah, Talonflame is going to come in here on the Mystical Fire. Yeah, I'm trying to play around this thing as best as I can, really. And then I think I go into the Bronzong. Yeah, so I go to Bronzong here on their Side Shock. Yeah, a Psychic at this point, in this case. Please tell me I go for Rocks in this turn. When do I go for Rocks? I don't go for Rocks. Oh, I'm such a bad player. I don't even know if I had Rocks on this thing, I'm going to be honest, actually. And his fan is going to come in on the Rage Fist. Does a lot of damage. I do have Will-O-Wisp at least. But yeah, me losing that HP, not great. This thing's just really strong in general, though. I just go into Ting Leader just to, make him take some Rocky Helmet chip. And then I probably swap out into Dragon Ball and the Dragon Punch. Oh, yeah. He goes for bulk up there. I go for Shadow Ball here. I'm hoping he doesn't go Mouse Hole, but he does. So that's a good play on his end. In retrospect, U-turn was probably the right play there, but whatever. Anyways, Tingler's gonna come in here. Mouse Hole is gonna go for the Bullet Seed, which is very bad, especially since I don't make contact. Thankfully, I only get 2 hits. Going to Talonflame here on the next Bullet Seed. I am EV to outspeed this Mouse Hole, so he does swap here as I go for my Will-O-Wisp. Trying to burn that thing, but no, Hatterene does get the swap in there. Going to Bronzong here. He does get the Read Right, goes for Mystical Fire, which is pretty worrying. I still have Heavy Slam at the very minimum, so I still do check it. Spiritomb is going to come in here. I go for the Heavy Slam myself, and Spiritomb is actually not that light, it turns out. So yeah, it's not taking much from Heavy Slam. Shadow Ball comes out from the Tingler. Yeah, my Tingler's already have half health. Since I don't have leftovers, it's really, really bad. Yeah. Anyways, the Annihilate's gonna come back in here. I go for the Whirlwind. I was actually kind of hoping he went into Hatterene so I can get the Switch Initiative on against that thing. Well, I don't get Switch Initiative, but I can like, pivot out into something. And most everything else is better against Hatterene than what I have out against it right now, which is the Tingler. Anyways, Mousehole comes in, which is not a good lead. I go into Talonflame knowing he's gonna go for the Bullet Seed at least. Yeah, I hard swap into Dragon Ball here though on the expected Hatterene. He doesn't go into it though. Anyway, I go for Shadow Ball here because I'm assuming he knows Specs Draco kills. Unfortunately, he stays in and he goes for a Nuzzle, which is really, really bad. Because my Dragon Ball getting paralyzed means I can't really check Garchomp anymore. And yeah, I'm being slower than Mousehole, and it's just really bad in general too. So yeah, it was not a great time. Anyways, I double into Tingleer as the Mousehole comes out again. He going for the Tidy Up as I go for the Earthquake just to knock him out. Thankfully, yeah, that was good. Annihilate. I go back into the Rotom here as it goes for a Drain Punch. We don't know what his item is yet still. Anyways, I go for the Trick here. I'm giving the Hatterene a Scarf, which is really nice for me, and I get leftovers in return. I just go for Air Slash here just to get some damage off before I die to Psychic. Yeah, I go into Bronzong here. Please tell me... Dude, when do I get a Brox? What the hell? Oh my god. Okay, yeah, so that Bronzong didn't have rocks. That was a bad idea. Why didn't I should have put rocks on Bronzong because Hatterene doesn't want to stay in. So stupid. Anyways, I go for Ruination on the Spiritomb, and he goes into Raichu, which is a really nice play. I switch out to Dragon Ball on the Surf, expectedly. And he does go ahead and sack it because he doesn't have a switch into Spec Shadow Ball. Unfortunately, I get paralyzed, so he does deal a little bit of damage. A little bit extra damage. I go for U-turn, actually. Which, fair enough, honestly. Anyway, Screamtail. I did not mean to go into this. So, this was meant to be my endgame mon. But yeah, I accidentally go into that. And yeah, no. Anyways, go back to Tingler on the Shadow Ball. So at this point, Spiritomb is a very realistically can sweep my team if I'm not being careful. And my only check is a 42% Tingler who does not have leftovers. If I had leftovers, I would have no concerns about this at all. But he does. I don't. So like, it's pretty bad. Anyways, I go for the Earthquake on the Hatterene. I go into Screamtail here. I shouldn't have gone to Screamtail because he was forced to click Draining Kiss there to get health back. I could have at least gone to Talonflame because that was the correct mid ground. Because if he did try to go for Mystical Fire to hit the Bronzong, I at least could have gone to Talonflame. Because realistically, Psychic was the last thing he was going to click there. So, yeah. Me giving this Hatterene more health back was a bad idea. Anyways, I do go to Talonflame on this turn at the very minimum. So at least I get that. But, like, it's getting so much health back. Thankfully, I do burn it with Flame Body, though. Yeah, I go for Roost, keep my health back up with Spiritomb. I was really worried about a Calm Mind Spiritomb here. I was going to, like, very, very scary. I go for Will-O-Wisp here to cancel out the leftovers. At the very minimum. And then I go back into Tingler. Yeah, I'm very scared at this point. Like, Dark Pulse, like, eventually it's gonna kill me. It just might take a while. I go for Whirlwind here. I was hoping I would get something besides Talonflame. I was hoping I would get Bronzong or Dragon Ball, right? But I didn't get either, so... yeah, Spiritomb comes back in here as I go for the Air Slash. Anyways, I was just like, I need some damage on the Spiritomb. I don't know, like, because like I need to get it in range of like Spec Shadow Ball from Dragon Ball and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just like desperately trying to get chip on this thing. Yeah, this game definitely could have been. I definitely could have lost this game. For the record, did I win? You never know. Anyways, Adalia's gonna come back in here. I go for the Earthquake. It does knock it out after the burn, thankfully, so I don't have to deal with that anymore. For the record, I'm not giving people shit, but this man was clicking so slowly. I mean, I know I wasn't clicking super fast, but like he took like minute plus per turn, and I was really hungry because at this point it was like dinner time for me, and I was hungry as hell. So I'm not saying anyone's icing me, but like, yeah, don't take a minute plus on every single turn. I'm just saying. Anyways. I just brought that back up because I saw in the chat that they were talking about how the battle was an hour. Yeah, it was literally, this battle took like an hour and a half. I should have turned on the timer. Anyways, so yeah, my Screamtail was Calm Mind. Fun fact. I should have run Calm Mind, Rest, Dazzling Gleam, Store Power but I was just so confident he wasn't gonna bring Spiritomb that I didn't take that into consideration. Unfortunately, I'm an idiot, and he did bring Spiritomb. He did bring it, which is really bad. But yeah, this was like sleep talk. This was sleep talk. With that. But yeah, anyways, I go to Talonflame here. I just needed to get the burn. Like at the end of the day, I don't care if it was Swords Dance. I need to get the burn. Yeah, I don't get the burn there for obvious reasons. Go back into Tingler here. Like I'm down into red health now with the Shadow Ball here, so it's getting kind of worrying. I do get to go for a Ruination here on the Garchomp, taking it down to half. Well, that's nice. But, you know, it's still worrying. I sack Dragon Ball here. It's not useful. And, yeah, Bronzong's going to come out here. I do double into Tingler, though, which is a good play on my end, at least. I think I just go for an Earthquake here. No, I go for Ruination. I miss. He stays and goes to Shadow Ball. Getting a little worried here. Like... If he gets a special defense drop, I'm kind of screwed, right? But yeah, I do miss some Ruinations, which is really bad. He gets the Spit F drop finally, but unfortunately it's at the point where it doesn't matter because I can go for Earthquake and knock out the Spiritomb. So yeah, I won that game by 2%, basically. He goes for Facade. Unfortunately, he is banded, and for some reason has Facade. So yeah, I take the dub. Yeah. So that was a long game. I mean, it was 65 turns. Not that long, but it was long because each turn took like a minute plus. Which, yeah, I know. I was cooking pretty fast. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, I think Remscheider Rattatas definitely could have won that game. I wasn't playing very well, frankly. Like I should have just clicked. I should have clicked like a bunch of different moves. But yeah, and I think my choices were not that great. Like I understand. I brought Tinglier with Rocky Helmet because I wanted the Mousehole to die immediately, right? But you know, leftovers. If I brought leftovers that game, like I don't. Jeez, it would have been a very different story. I think that game would have just been over. But yeah, Hatterene was still concerned too. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think I played very well. That Nuzzle from the Raichu really murdered like half my entire offense. Like seriously, like I didn't have any offense after that. So yeah, that was really bad. And me not preparing for Spiritomb was a really shit idea too. Yeah, that Screamtail should have probably been like Rest. It should have been like Rest Chesto, Calm Mind. Yeah, Rest Chesto Berry with Calm Mind, Store Power, and Dazzling. That should have been the set. And yeah, I didn't do that, and that was a bad idea. So that's on me. But yeah, I clutched it out with a pretty close game there. So yeah, we're gonna end it on that. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.